All right, I'm gonna do 100% delirious. It's gonna be a lot of fireworks. I'm gonna take that off to reduce the temptation to add blue buffs and kill myself with blue buffs. This should be exactly like Katy Perry's fireworks song. Cause baby, you're a firework. Something, something, what you're worth. That is a lot of fucking casting. I think my mana's doing pretty well because of the take damage with mana recoup. It was damage.
Psycho Jellyfish said we're big delirious bitches.
We are big delirious bitches. Jesus, this hurts my eyes. Oh, I died from moving. I got too greedy. All that loot on the ground. All I had to do was hold still and wait, and then it would have been mine. But no, I had to move. Let's hold still and wait. Fucking damage over time. Fucking damage over time. The bane of this existence. I got the Pantheon for damage over time, and I got damage over time reduction on something.
Psycho Jellyfish said Deegan making you a bitch.
Yeah, I got it on the shield. And there's only one other place to get it, and that's a complete wasted node. Getting ignited or some fucking bullshit. Ignited or poisoned or some fucking horse malarkey. Some fucking malarkey. Stop with your goddamn malarkey. Stop. What are you doing? Are you igniting me? What are you fucking doing to me? I don't want to fucking hear none of your shit. Let me just pick up some stuff, alright? Before you kill me for the 1,000th time. Still have issues with survivability. So even though I moved over to this thick boy body armor, I think elemental damage is now my bane. I think I got physical damage covered. When I hold still, my physical damage is 90%, so I think this 78 is the problem. So I gotta figure out a way to get more elemental resistances, more max elemental resistances. Maybe I can use that shield that gives me +4 to all elemental resistances instead of the shield I currently have. And that should fix that problem. It'll put me into the 80 range. Or I can get rid of these 3 flasks and do the elemental resistance flask. Look at that fucking firework party. Can't move because I gotta keep these grasping vines there. For the tankiness, for the damage, for the love making. Yeah, fucking hit me, daddy. Make my fireworks go off. Oh shit. I should have left a bunch of them alive. I'm not gonna be able to do this event. I need people to hit me to do this. There we go, hit me. I think it's good. I don't think I'm dropping frames at all. I think I'm at 60 frames per second.
Ken, I love how clear the game is.
Yeah, I could see everything. It's about it's about
says, I can see every detail.
120 frames per second. Ignore this thing over here that drops down to 20, to 32, to 29. It's so juicy. Pure cancer build. And it kinda works. If you had a better builder to make this shit, This is a legit build. Obviously not a bosser. It's a bit awkward for bossing, but I killed the Sirius with no problems. I'm slamming through this 100% delirious. Well, before I head down there, I better grab this shrine. Oh, is that the can't take damage? Oh, no. Those are good shrines. Oh, it's doing the hype music. I'll turn up some Path of Exile hype music.
Wessel Rustbrook says, Deegan spots is these.
Yeah, Degen is brutal. Jesus. That is so satiating. It's like eating ice cream cereal. Gluttonous. Couldn't handle it. Threw some damage over time on the ground or some shit.
Wessel Rustbrook says, any boss that does dot and requires you to move is going to be an issue for the build.
Which is basically every goddamn boss in this game. But yes. Anything that requires me to move or does damage over time or actually requires you to play the game is going to be major issues.
Psycho Jellyfish said man. Psycho Jellyfish said I want some ice cream.
Ice cream cereal, man. That's legit.
Psycho Jellyfish said WTF is that?
Well, you take ice cream, you put it in a bowl, then you add a little bit of milk, and then you eat it like it's cereal. So basically ice cream and milk.
Psycho Jellyfish said up.
It just loosens it up a little bit. You put a little bit of milk in it, and then you stir it, and you blend it.
Psycho Jellyfish said I don't know what to say to that.
It kind of turns into like this goopy soft serve. Oh, it's like a root beer float without the root beer. It's choice. I mean, I can go get some right now while I fight this, this dude. Fight this dude.
Psycho Jellyfish said I've never tried root beer.
I don't know how odd that is. You're from Mexico, so maybe root beer is not very popular there. But fuck root beer, you gotta try some sarsaparilla. That shit is
Psycho Jellyfish said
good.
Never seen it, actually. Wessel Rustbrook says, my sis blessed with New York fires and odd burger, vegan burger, mac and cheeseburger.
Oh,
Wessel
don't
Rustbrook
talk this
says,
vegan shit with me.
love root beer.
Root beer good. Ain't no such thing as a good vegan burger. In fact, the entire principle of a good vegan burger kind of defeats the purpose of being vegan. Like, what kind of meat eater is like, man, I got this meat carrot. It's meat that tastes like carrots. Nah, we don't need to do that because what we eat tastes good. But vegan food tastes like shit, so you constantly try to get your vegan food to taste like meat.
Wessel Rustbrook says, no dude, vegan burger are so good kinda over expensive.
No, vegan burgers are not good. You are 1000% wrong. If vegan food was good, it wouldn't pretend to be not vegan food. I mean, there is some good vegan food. Fucking carrots are great. But I think you might count carrots as vegetarian food. Oh shit. Going ham. Fucking popping off. I don't know what's hitting me, but something is hitting me a lot.
Wessel Rustbrook says, try Odd Burger Mac and Cheeseburger, it's really good.
I will not. I will try a regular hamburger from In-N-Out or Five Guys. Hell, I'll even go to Wendy's. Because that shit's fucking good.
Psycho Jellyfish said fuck Wendy's.
I would fuck Wendy. She's pretty fucking hot.
Psycho Jellyfish said I had a GF called Wendy. Psycho Jellyfish said but I was 11.
I don't think we count girlfriends at 11. I told you my racist girlfriend, right? I have red hair, so everyone's like, oh my god, we know this girl from a different school that'll be perfect for you. And I was like, why would she be perfect for me? And they're like, oh, she has red hair. And I was like, dude, that's the most racist fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. Girl be perfect for me just because she has the same hair color as me. You wouldn't say that about any other fucking thing, any other hair color. You would never go to a blonde person and say, man, this other person is perfect for you because they have blonde hair like you do. Fucking racism. I've experienced the deepest levels of racism in my pale ginger life.
Psycho Jellyfish said any intelligent person wouldn't say that in first case.
Well, we were in fucking 7th grade, so I give them all a pass. But yes, it was hilarious.
Wessel Rustbrook says, ginger is not a race.
You don't know it's a race.
Psycho Jellyfish said nah, I wasn't that dumb at that age.
Yeah, you're that dumb at this age right now.
Psycho Jellyfish said hee hee. Wessel Rustbrook says, I actually do.
Oh, I shouldn't have moved. Shouldn't have moved. So let me ask you, who is more genetically different? A white person or a redhead, or a white person and a black person? In terms of the genetic variations and differences in the genetic code, which one is more different? A white person to a ginger or a white person to a black person? Answer that question, and it may proc some interesting ideas in your head.
Psycho Jellyfish said a ginger to a dog.
That also is very normal and not racist. Maximum overload. I just gotta not move. If I move, I die. Hold the line. Hodor. We need Hodor. I'm still popping off. There must be damage on the ground, over time on the ground. Look at this pile of fucking bodies around me. Pile of fucking bodies.
Psycho Jellyfish said let the bodies hit the floor. Psycho Jellyfish said floor LOL.
That song was fire back in, what's that, high school, junior high? Around the 9/11
Psycho
times.
Jellyfish said back in 2001.
2001, yeah, 9/11 times. I want to move and pick this stuff up, but I gotta wait. Gotta wait to move. Oh shit, I'm recording. People might take me seriously about the fucking ginger comment. Gingers being their own race. And that's the last thing we need, is people thinking that gingers
Psycho
are their own
Jellyfish
race.
said ha 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 ha. Wessel Rustbrook says, almost done with my swimming competition, so I don't need to follow the vegan diet anymore.
I just don't understand how being a vegan would help you swim. I don't get it. Vegan diets are awful for your health. I do not understand why that would make you swim good.
Psycho Jellyfish said only the people on Stria should know what we say here.
Well, I'm recording this video because, 100% delirious is pretty lit. Oh, this guy's got life regeneration.
Psycho Jellyfish said, oh.
I'll never kill him. Oh my god. I'm probably gonna crash the game, maybe? Maybe? Let's go finish off this fat boy.
Psycho Jellyfish said people who never come to stream will hear things they shouldn't.
Yes, people who never come for my stream will be hearing things they shouldn't. I'm gonna need more monsters.
Says, it's helpful if you're trying to lose weight cause it's not as calorie dense.
Yeah, but it's carb dense. Like, the best carbs you can possibly eat for any physical activity is animal proteins. This isn't a debate.
Psycho Jellyfish said fish pussy.
Fish pussy is very good for working out. And vegans don't eat fish. There's no there's no protein better for you for physical athletic performance than animal protein. You're never gonna see an Olympic gold medalist be a fucking vegan. Bet your goddamn ass Michael Phelps was not a vegan. And that's probably the best swimmer, right?
Wessel Rustbrook says, proteins are not carbs, but I get what you're saying, but beans are really good source of protein.
Yeah, beans are good for protein. I mean, you got beans. Beans are solid, but beans are not as good as fish, red meat, chicken, pork,
Wessel Rustbrook
shrimp.
says, I'm not Michael Phelps, bro. Psycho Jellyfish said if you are a druggy boy you don't need meat protein.
Oh, everybody need that meat protein. But in terms of being lean, animal protein helps you be lean way better than something like a fucking bread or grains. A lot of stuff, even beans will get you fatter than animal protein. Well, that is Simulacrum 100. Unable to do it because of damage over time on the ground. I will need to be way tankier. Probably going to replace this shield, which gives me great defenses, but probably have to replace this shield with that other shield that does all res. But I think I'm over this experiment, and now I got to ponder with my dinner that's coming pretty shortly on what the next build is.
Psycho Jellyfish said just pop some horse-growing drugs and you don't need no meat.
I don't think vegans can handle those hormone medications because I think they have some type of protein in them. I think they even use protein in the vaccination, the COVID vax. I think there's protein in that, animal proteins. Let me Google.
Psycho Jellyfish said they use rat semen on vax.
Nope, I'm wrong. No human or animal products, preservatives. Yeah, some vaccines have some weird shit in it. I just spread fake news. Oh shit, I'm still recording. Alright, gonna do a simulacrum.
Psycho Jellyfish said simulacrum with the bois.
Simulacrum is odd because of the different type of mods you can get on it.
Psycho Jellyfish said boys, you stupid bitch ass bot.
Simulacrum and
Shoney
chill.
says, good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I can do some simulacrum and chill. I don't even need to move. I got my hands free. I can go grab my guitar, play a little Baba Black Sheep. Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Psycho Jellyfish said some strokes down there.
No way, you'll hear me start breathing heavy. Pretty sure I need to get nose surgery for fix my, I almost say the really bad Jew word. Fix my giant Jew nose. Because I do have a giant nose. It's just huge. And I think it's bending and causing what they call a deviated septum. So it's really hard to breathe. So if I breathe out of my nose real heavy, you could probably hear it in my mic. Yeah, that probably sounded great. My nose is super hard, almost all the way to the point. My wife can bend her nose
Wessel
completely
Russbrook
flat.
says, Jesus.
Wife can bend her nose completely flat, and mine doesn't bend at all. The bridge and the cartilage are so thick and hard, you can barely bend my nose. If only this Jew nose came with Jew gold. Just like Kyle from South Park.
Psycho Jellyfish said my nose is also fucked up, but because when I was 9 I crashed against a 6-foot guy directly with my face. Psycho Jellyfish said I had to go under surgery.
That's pretty nuts. Dude, I still gotta, I wonder if I can get my jaw to pop. Probably can't hear it. It's not popping very loud. But my jaw will perpetually pop because we're playing football. And the quarterback throws the ball.
Psycho Jellyfish said we can hear it.
Oh god, yeah. So my jaw will constantly pop. I was playing football, and I was guarding the receiver. I was the cornerback guarding the receiver, and the receiver was running full speed to catch the ball. So I was looking up, trying to see when it flies over my head, and the receiver just stopped running because he couldn't catch up to the ball. So I was running behind him with my head looking straight up, and he stops, and my chin hits the back of his helmet while I'm running full speed and dislocates. So my fucking jaw is just kind of dangling. So I grab it and I pick it up and I just pop it back into place, which hurt like a sumbitch. And then I kept playing. And my jaw like locked up for like a week afterwards. I guess the muscles got real tense after they dislocated. And then ever since then, I guess it's set in the wrong spot. And so now my jaw pops. That's, I think, the only injury I got from football, and it was completely my fault. Obviously, if I went to a big school, I wouldn't even been on the football team. So the only reason I played football is I went to a really small
Wessel
school.
Rustbrook says, I broke my nose and jaw, now I need plastic surgery and my jaw constantly locks up.
Yeah, I've had a couple jaw locks too. It's fucking brutal. One of the most fucked up times I got fucked up was for the senior picture in the yearbook. I wanted a picture of me jumping from one truck to another. So we had two trucks passing each other in front of the school. I was in the truck bed of one truck, and I was going to jump out of one truck and land in the truck bed of the other. Now, the trucks were going slow, like 10 miles an hour. So they're not hauling ass. They're going super slow. But apparently 10 miles an hour is not that slow. So I run and I jump. And I land in the truck bed.
Psycho Jellyfish said, fucking idiot, LOL.
So I land in the truck bed, but it's doing like 10 miles an hour. So as soon as I land, my knees hit the tailgate, and I did like 6 flips, like cartwheel flips, in the air after hitting the tailgate, and landed on my ear on the road, the hard asphalt, right on my ear. And I don't understand how I landed ear first, but it like broke all the cartilage in one of my ears, and it smooshed it, and my whole ear fucking swelled up. And the jackass didn't even get the picture. Like, he got a picture, but you can't tell I'm jumping from one truck to the other. He did it from the side. I wanted him to do it from like the front, so you can see the two trucks. You see the front of one truck and the back of the other truck, and then me in the middle. But the jackass was standing on the side, so he didn't even get a good photo. So I got all fucked up, and the photo didn't even make it into the yearbook. So I was only in the yearbook like 3 or 4 times. That was supposed to be like fucking lead of the cover.
Wessel Rustbrook says, you are the reason why people make caution stickers on Tide Pods.
Without a doubt. I wear that badge proudly. Someone's got to find out that powdered chlorine and brake fluid catch on fire when you mix them together.
Psycho Jellyfish said, I friend's brother made a kid deaf by hiding him with a chair on the ear.
Well, you can only make them deaf in one ear, but yeah, you can definitely do that. You just rupture. The ear's actually really sensitive. I know many people that are deaf. My dad's deaf completely in one ear because he fell into a wheat silo, and I guess wheat got into his ear. And by fell into a wheat silo, his brothers threw him in a wheat silo. And one of my ex-coworkers' daughter has just recently gone deaf in her ear. Ear infection exploded and just like broke everything in one of her ears. And the worst part about it is a lot of people, when they go deaf and they can't hear anything out of an ear, the default sound is that high-pitched ringing that you sometimes hear. They call it tinnitus. So when they go deaf in the ear, they still hear this high-pitched ring and nothing else.
Psycho Jellyfish said, tinnitus, yeah.
Jesus, look at this ball of casting. That is absolutely fucking wild. I've never really played any casts on damage takens. Is that what they're like? Are they this extreme? This feels extreme to me. Or is this just everyday pop off?
Psycho Jellyfish said yes, but doesn't need to get hit by enemies. Wessel Rustbrook says, you can take a countryman out of the country but can never take country out of a countryman.
That's definitely true. Definitely fucking true. That's a big part of the divide in America, actually. It's just city folk don't really know what it's like to be a country folk, and country folk don't know what it really like to be a city folk. It makes perfect sense for people in really dense urban areas to not like guns. because there's people everywhere. You're gonna accidentally shoot somebody. But in the countryside, shit, you need that gun. You never know when your fucking cat's gonna drag a rattlesnake into your house, which has actually happened.
Wessel Rustbrook says, because they do stuff like you just explained.
Yeah. Country folk aren't really as fearful as city folk, I guess. I'm not sure too many country folk are doing. No, they're still doing that now. I mean, you got Whistling Diesel bought that Ferrari. He still hasn't released the next episode, but I can't wait till he releases the next episode of him fucking that Ferrari up, taking it off road.
Wessel Rustbrook says, out of marbles.
I'd wager a bet that rural country folk are significantly more intelligent than city folk on average. At least in America. Actually, I would give like 10 to 1 odds on that. There are going to be a few exceptions, of course, in the Mississippi and Alabama areas. That might not quite be the case. I'm pretty sure rural Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Montana,
Wessel Rustbrook says,
Idaho.
honestly, I'm surprised you made it past 20.
Yeah, I've had quite a few near deaths. I've died a couple times and been revived. A lot of people in my school did not make it out of their 20s.
Psycho Jellyfish said, I don't know, but in my state both city and country people are dumb as fuck.
Man, that's hard to say. I tend to associate with stupid people a little bit, but they're all still pretty smart. I just don't know a lot of stupid people. I know a lot of people that are brain rotted and are into like they're manipulated in some way, shape, or form. But in terms of like their capabilities and education levels, they're all pretty damn
Shoni
smart.
says, it depends on your value of being smart.
Mine is more like IQ tests, like raw
says,
IQ, but also grades.
Intelligence is hard to guess by culture. We are just educated.
Yeah, country folks just have a level of hands-on experience with like the mechanical world that city folk don't have. Like they're far more likely to be able to take apart a car engine and fix it, fix basically anything in the house, be able to properly lay cement, redo a roof, a bunch of shit like that, which is a clear indicator of intelligence to be able to do that kind of stuff. At least do it well. And I know this electrical engineer from my town who went to electrical engineering to be an electrician who just basically sets up power lines. And he excelled in that. And then he decided just to learn programming all on his own. And then he got a job over at
Wessel Rustbrook says,
this place called Google.
Because you guys saw it and learned it?
Yeah, well, no, you see it and learn it. Like, our dads taught us. Like most people in the country, their dads worked on tractors with them as little kids. Little kids kind of just got a physical grasp of how a lot of shit works that city folk just don't get. And there's a lot of shit the city folk learn that country folk don't get. But a lot of it is less applicable. But then again, I only lived in the city as an adult, so I don't know what it's like to live in the city as a kid. But everyone I talked to who lived in the city as a kid, they all basically have the exact same childhood. They mostly stayed indoors, played video games. Every now and then they would go on family trips. And that's about it. I've talked to so many people that are born and raised in cities, and they don't have one interesting story of their childhood. And then I tell them just like tiny fractions of mine, and most of the time they can't believe it. I've had them verify with my wife several times because my wife went to my high school with me, and she knows some of these stories, and she was there for them.
Wessel Rustbrook says, intelligence is the ability to apply what you know.
There's more to it than that, but it's the purest
Wessel Rustbrook says, so yes, country people are intelligent, no doubt.
Yeah. The rawest pure form of intelligence is how quickly your brain can process information. So it's like the hertz of your brain power. So when you take an IQ test, a big part of it is how quickly can you discern the correct answer, because it is timed. When you take like I forget what they call it, like the standard Myers-Briggs. I think they updated the model to version 4, but I took version 3. So you're given a set of things, and you have to like interpret like what is the next thing in this pattern, and how quickly can you decipher that. Because most people, if given a problem, can solve that problem. But some people can solve it a lot quicker. And it's that speed of problem solving that is how IQ is mostly measured. How quickly can your brain work and operate to do something. There's a lot of games like chess that a lot of people think use IQ. Like great chess players or have IQ.
Says, that cognitive ability, not intelligence.
That's what intelligence is. Cognitive ability. Like IQ, intelligent quotient, or whatever it's called, literally measures your intelligence level. And it does it by measuring how quickly your brain can process the correct information.
Wessel Rustbrook says, it's only a part of it.
It's a part of it, but it's the most important and most easily measurable part of it. And there's all kinds of different layers of intelligence. There's people with what's called physical IQ, and they have the ability to make their body do exactly what they want them to do. So if they see someone do a backflip, they're just like, oh yeah, I could do that. And then they can just do it. They see it and they can do it. That's the level of physical IQ. And some people call it emotional intelligence, a different level of IQ. I don't really view it as emotional intelligence. I view it as the ability to read people. How quickly can you discern how a person's feeling? And some people have that in spades and some people don't. A lot of sociopaths and killers are very high on the EQ because they have to learn how to manipulate people and get what they want. And you can't do that if you're stupid to the world. I think that's garbage. And I'll just put that down too. But if you take two people and you give them an IQ test, and one of them scores higher on the IQ test, that guy is likely smarter. He might not have common sense, but if you took them into a college, the guy with the higher IQ is likely going to perform better on average than the person with the lower IQ. They're going to have to spend less time studying. They're going to be able to process and then perform on the task quicker. And then it comes to the real important stuff, which is not so much IQ, but the intangibles. How much durability do you have? How likely are you to give up? How much focus can you give a task? What's your attention levels? A lot of people only have 15-minute attention spans or even less. They're going to do very difficult in school, no matter how intelligent they are. But if you take two people with the exact same attention spans and you make one of them intelligent and the other one less intelligent, the intelligent one's going to be able to process the information faster, thus getting more information. So it's just always better to be more intelligent. Except for maybe when it comes to happiness. There are some studies to suggest that there's a negative correlation between intelligence and happiness.
Wessel Rustbrook says, "Nah dude, I'm slow AF and scored high on my IQ test. I spend like twice as long on learning the same material as my friends."
Well, then you must have done the IQ test right. IQ tests are, if you took a real IQ test, the hour and a half one, each section is timed and you never finish all the questions. And the more questions you answer, the better you do. So you can't be that slow. I scored a 132. And if you scored higher than a 132, then you're faster than me. Or significantly more accurate. But I'm pretty sure every one that I answered correctly. I just ran out of time for each portion. You're definitely not going to have a stupid person, someone low IQ, score high on an IQ test. Unless, of course, they've taken like 100 and all they do is study taking the IQ test. And that leads into the chess conversation I was going to have. The only way to measure IQ in chess is the very first game of chess you played. Because the very first game, you have no muscle memory and you have no moves memorized, so you're playing chess with just a basic understanding of the rule set. So you have two people that both just barely learn chess and they both have a basic understanding of the rule set. They're playing purely on the rules of the game, not memorized strategies. So the first game, the person with the higher IQ is likely going to win in chess. But from then on, it's more about experience with the game. Which is why that full random chess is more interesting. Because it randomizes your chess pieces, so there's less familiarity with the game.
"You play POE, you are smart, huh?"
Now I play POE, I have an addictive personality for loot. And endless creativity to make interesting builds. That's more POE. I'm more like a crackhead with POE.
Psycho Jellyfish said, "Loot is tasty, loot is life."
Exactly. Loot is tasty, loot is life. Yeah, POE really hits a spot, a magical spot for me. Other games do that as well. I really like those strategy role-playing games that I play a lot of.
Psycho Jellyfish said, "The G spot."
More like the D spot, the dopamine spot.
Shoni says, "My wife says I'm a tweaker with this game."
Yeah, I'm a bit of a tweaker too. I mean, when the game launches, I'm playing
Psycho Jellyfish
18
said,
hours
"No,
a day.
it's G spot for gaming."
The way it's D spot for dopamine hit. What am I, 20? Am I at 20 yet?
Wessel Rustbrook says, "I'm so mad I didn't spend more time on chess. I could have gotten a title for sure. I was 1820 FIDE when I was 12.
Yeah, I should have kept at it. I never got scored. It would not be high. I haven't played in 15 years. And the last time I did play, I played, I think, like 50 rounds and lost all 50. I said I was going to play till I won, but we ran out of time. It was like an 18-hour chess day. Come on, hit me. Yeah, Sniper's Mark might be better.
Wessel Rustbrook says. Yet tournament chess is lot difficult because people come prepared with theory. Psycho Jellyfish said the more answer the better.
Yeah, I've never played chess in a super competitive manner. Only with friends. A couple of my friends are pretty good. I think one's in the 1900 range now. He just texted me his score a few days ago, but I've already forgotten it. And that was the one who beat me like 50 times in a row. Chess is a great game for people to learn. I think the worst kind of game for people to learn is like League of Legends. Starting to learn a game or the mechanics of gameplay with a multiplayer
Wessel
game.
Rustbrook says. It was a shock to me when I first entered tournament.
Yeah. With the multiplayer game, it can lead to people blaming other people versus focusing on what they can do to improve. So if the first game you ever play in your life is League of Legends, you have 4 other teammates to blame everything on. You're going to blame all the problems, you're going to blame all your losses on your other teammates. A lot of times it is the case that your other teammates do fuck up, but if you focus on blaming other people versus how much you can improve on yourself, it's just, you're never going to have as good of an outcome. But with chess, there's only one reason you lose in chess, and that's because you played a worse game than your opponent. There's no other reasons, and there's no other excuses. So it forces a level of self-accountability, which I think might be lacking a little bit in society in common days. People trying to blame other people for their problems. And you live in that manner. Like, imagine being told like every single day that the reason you can't catch a break or you can't get ahead is because of some immutable characteristic that you have that you can't change. You're going to blame everything on that. You're like, oh, I would have got that job if it wasn't for my red hair. Or, oh, I would have got that job if I wasn't a woman. And that's just going to just poison your mind forever. So I think it's important to learn a game like chess as a kid. So you can just learn firsthand, oh, somehow when I moved it took a lot more damage. You learn firsthand that, you know, you have a lot of control over your own success and your own failures. Well, I think this is as far as I can go. That is all for this video. Alright, doing another 100% delirious with some scarab action.
Psycho Jellyfish said Imma grab some coffee ice cream, BRB homies.
Now coffee ice cream might be pretty good. Because the thing that makes coffee good is mixing it with sweetness, and ice cream's pretty sweet. I don't think I've ever had coffee ice cream, but that might be pretty tasty. Doubt it's as good as cheesecake ice cream, which is absolutely spectacular. God, my eyes. Ow, ow. The trick is to just don't move. It's the hardest thing in the world, is just to not move. But you gotta not move to keep your grasping vine stacks. And just let them whack at you. Just let them whack you off. Oh yeah, breach was the right choice. Let them whack you off. I'm surprised they still haven't banned it. I guess they probably didn't have visibility onto how many people were using the blood notch thing. But now that Captain Lance has made a video, I mean, it might be powerful enough for a mid-league nerf.
This build works wonders for you computer frames.
Yeah. It is nasty. It's probably better that it does so low damage, because if it did more damage, then enemies would die too soon, and you want to get these glorious fireworks. You wouldn't be all Katy Perry up in this bitch. Katy Perry seems like a good time. Russell Brand was married to her a little bit. And he never really talked shit about her, but he used to say that she would just want to get high and fuck all day long. And that was just... And Russell Brand wasn't about that because he was trying to get clean or some shit. But Katy Perry is... she's designed well. That's what I'll say. I lost my mouse. I lost my life. What is this gold ring up here? Oh, I have 1,000 of those.
Wessel Rustbrook says, KK consumer, I made a non-meta build with great DPS.
Did you? Is it really non-meta, or is it just not this league's meta? Because there's meta builds that people
Wessel
just kind of
Rustbrook
stop playing.
says, yes sir, no gear over 1 divine.
I should make a video, so that way I can see it. Oh, I haven't even gotten any of the juice yet. Where is the juice? Yeah, I haven't gotten any juice to up my elemental resistances. Oh, this guy had a spawn. Keep following me. He had a spawn after there was no enemies around. There we go. There we go. Get the damage.
Says, Generals cry Blade Flurry with 5 million DPS when I finish.
Dude, General's Cry Blade Flurry is 100% meta, unless you're doing something different.
Shoni says, LMAO.
Yeah, that is 100% meta. A lot of people don't like the play style, so it doesn't get a lot of love. I mean, unless you're doing something interesting.
Rustbrook says, no, it's not /. Psycho Jellyfish said, Sam, I told ya, do some CONC path Generals cry.
Hold on. Generals cry. Builds. I have to retype that, don't I? We got 7% usage. It's used by 4 classes. Yeah, this is meta. Especially the Blade Flurry. And when there's 8 million, 5 million, yeah, this is pure meta. Let's check the Juggernaut.
Says, I plagued GC Berserker last league.
Yeah, this is legit meta. I ain't even just being a dick.
Jellyfish said meta Miss Huvos and 2 Boca.
Oh, this is me. Woohoo! I'm the... See, this is not meta.
Says,
I'm the only General Cry Scion on the block. Make me cry, General Daddy. Right here. Looking like a fucking boss. I need to go back to that build. I need to quit with this cast when damaged. I mean, cast on stun. And go back to my other build. And just blow more currency on it. Because I still haven't really blown a lot of currency on it. But I'm working on a build and I'm so upset that I'm going to have to level a new character for it because it's a Pathfinder. But I want to do a Pathfinder with the Chaos shit. I don't think anyone else is really doing a Chaos damage Pathfinder. I haven't seen what they're doing with it. But I want to do a Pathfinder with the Void Echo Forge sword.
Psycho Jellyfish said poison is Chaos damage.
I know poison is chaos damage, but it's chaos damage over time, like a chaos damage hit. Like, I don't know if anyone's doing Scourge Arrow, which is a bow.
Says, my Blade Flurry is Potion Stacker. Psycho Jellyfish said, with the new ASC.
Yeah, so I want to use the new ascendancy that gives the chaos damage. What is that called? Wither? It gives you Wither. I want to use an Echo Forge, and I want to use what's the shenanigans that everyone else is using. Molten Strike, Echo Forge, Molten Strike, getting a bunch of poison, a bunch of heavy chaos hits with that Echo Forge. So I think that might be my next build, but I really don't want to level up another character. I still have my leveling boots and all the leveling. This is great. I could talk and I don't need to worry about... Oh, I might need to dash out of that ball, though. And just let the game fucking go. Oh, I hit a breach. I didn't even realize I hit a breach.
Shoni says, any Crucible nodes you want to build around?
Man,
Psycho Jellyfish said Pathfinder best ascendancy in the game.
Yeah, I disagree. You're probably correct that it is the best path ascendancy in the game, but because there's nodes that nobody takes, I view that as kind of like a failed ascendancy a little bit. And there's going to be a few nodes that nobody takes on the Pathfinder.
Inquisitor is the best.
I died just trying to be greedy. Those fucking balls. I was going to try to do a deathless one.
Inquis can suck my balls.
I was trying to do a deathless run with this video. Inquis is pretty strong, but again, it's got the fanaticism node, which no one wants to make a hybrid attack and cast skill. Because GGG tries very hard not to make it so you can split your damage types. I know, I've tried a Death's Oath, Righteous Fire, flat damage over time build 3 or 4 times, and it just will not work. Because having fire damage and chaos damage is too hard to scale both.
Psycho Jellyfish said in that case then Raider is the best ascendancy. All her nodes are good.
Shit. Yeah, Raider is up there. All her nodes are in fact good. Raider is a great ascendancy. I don't know how popular it is at the moment.
Who cares, easy GG DPS for anything.
Hit your fucking balls. I want to pick up my splinters. You asshole! At least his balls are gone, so I could pick up my loot. Champion's still my favorite ascendancy. Every node is great.
Wessel Rustbrook says, LOL.
Every node on the champion is fucking glorious. There are so many types of builds you can do on a champion. Basically, every build in the game will work on a champion. Every single build in the game you can put to a champion and it will work. Because all of its damage buffs are global and work for everything.
Psycho Jellyfish said also on a Jug.
Yeah, Jug is pretty damn competitive for best in slot as well now that he's so tanky. And they've actually allocated armor to do stuff. So Jug is pretty solid. I could definitely see Jug, someone having a case for Jug as best class.
Shoni says, Consecrated Pathfinder with the new Crucible node that turns you consecrated ground into desecrated ground.
That's not a bad idea.
Psycho Jellyfish said Chieftain worst ASC.
Ooh, Chieftain worse. Huh. Let me think about which one is the worst. This might be a hot take, but I think the new Sabo might be the worst. Nah, Chieftain's probably the worst. You're probably right. That Tokuhama node that they tried to add, it was just dog shit. No one ever used it.
Says, I think Champ is better. It's easier to get both evasion and armor, at least defensively speaking.
Yeah, but Raider allows that spell suppression shenanigans, and it's super easy to build when you don't gotta fuck with spell suppression. So Raider is really good. And I really like frenzy charges, and Raider gets them frenzy charges. What is this guy? He is hitting the shit out of me, but I'm not doing any damage to him. Has he got like crit resistant? Oh, he's spell resistant. Let's just fuck him up. I still think my limitation is my mana. If I had...
Rustbrook says,
more cost
You're
reduction.
in trade, why would you need that? LOL, you can buy gear with spell suppress.
It's cheaper. I'm always trying to be frugal. And for league starters, you get a better start with a raider. A raider has a really fast league start because you can get into red maps and not just get one shot by all the spell damage because your spell suppression's just there. It's ready for you. I do think the champion is a stronger node than the raider, though.
Shoni says, feel like Gladiator is worse than Chieftain.
Oh
Wessel
shit!
Rustbrook says,
That's a great. That's the one I was
agree,
trying
but
to.
League starter I think is better with a witch.
Yeah.
Psycho Jellyfish said Truey.
Yeah, I think Gladiator's the worst class.
Psycho Jellyfish said Glad worst.
I think Glad is worst. Yeah, Glad is pretty close to trash tier. Pretty good starter because of the bleed pops and that, but I died from something. That was hurting my fucking eyes. Yeah, I need to work on the tankiness. Oh, damn, Sniper's Mark. I don't have enough decks.
Psycho Jellyfish said,
The fuck is that? Horchata? Oh, that's ice cream. You were just talking about it.
Psycho Jellyfish said 10 liters of coffee ice cream.
Liters. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Is that 1 gallon? Is that 2 gallons?
Wessel Rustbrook says, good lord.
Dude,
Psycho Jellyfish said a gallon is like 2.7 liters.
2.7 liters in a gallon.
2 gallons.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's a lot of ice cream. I am a proud American. I am dumb as shit when it comes to the rest of the world. We use the imperial system because fuck Britain. That's literally the only reason. You can't tell America what to do. I want to pick up all this loot, but I'm scared. Look at this fucking density. There we go. Let me pick up this loot.
Wessel Rustbrook says, Imperial system is kinda annoying to use though.
Oh yeah, it's dog shit. It is awful. I'm so mad that we use the Imperial system because I can't unlearn it. Anytime I try to use the system that makes sense, the metric system, I have to convert it in my head. So when you say like I live 5 meters away, I can't understand that. I have to go, okay, how many meters are in a mile? And it's like fucking, I don't know, 2 meters in a mile, a little less than 2 meters in a mile. So okay, so you're 5 meters away, you're like 2.8 miles away. So I always have to do the convert in my head, and it's super fucking annoying. I think they've even they wrecked a spaceship because of the Imperial system. One jackass was using the Imperial system and the other was using metric, and they got their space numbers wrong, and a airplane rocket crashed, if I'm not mistaken. So people have literally died because of America's stupidity in choosing their own system of measurements. And there's nothing more American than that.
Wessel Rustbrook says, OMG. Wessel Rustbrook says, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm nearly positive. I'm like 92% positive. I have to look it up before I go in this portal. Imperial system caused a crash.
Wessel Rustbrook says, sounds fake.
How NASA lost a spacecraft due to a metric math mistake. So it didn't crash, they lost the spacecraft. December 1998. Right here. English using units of pounds for 2 metric Measures of force called newtons per second. In a sense, the spacecraft was lost in translation. What a well-placed joke. Okay, close enough to a crash. All right, no one died, but someone could have died. So therefore, we should all blame America for the stupid fucking imperial system. Though America likely didn't invent the imperial system, it probably already existed. We probably pulled a trickaroo and just stole it. We kind of stole a lot of things. But we also created most of everything in modern society. Especially art. A lot of people don't realize, but that's America's greatest import and our biggest value. It's the entire reason we're the leader of the free world is our art, our music, our movies. No one else really has that in the same degree.
Psycho Jellyfish said you all stole the German scientist back in the 50s.
We did steal the German scientist in the 40s. Yeah, we were like, hey, you want to die a Nazi or come do science over here? It wasn't just America that did that too. A bunch, I think, fled to Brazil.
Psycho Jellyfish said Brazil and Argentina.
Argentina, yeah, Argentina swallowed a bunch. Alright, I can stop recording. Alright, doing a 100% delirious. Getting a little tankier because I'm grabbing the sulfite, and I'm just going to dash through and grab all those things because I have this guy right here. +1 to maximum elemental resistances for each volcanic sulfite vein or chest you find in your maps. You gain 35% increased damage for each one you find in your map. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to dash around, I'm going to get the sulfite, and it's going to make me tanky, and then I'm going to run the map. So I just have to not die. A good way of not dying is to actually cast your auras. So I just passed one. Got one. Let's just keep it going, find the second. 2, 3. Mission complete. They were all in the first zone, too.
Psycho Jellyfish said, hey, this counts as a premiere for the two of us watching RN.
Oh my god. Look at this. I have broken the fucking game. Oh my lord. It just stopped. Just fucking stopped. Oh yeah, I shouldn't move. Boom. Goes the dynamite. Easy peasy. And if we take a look, we got my defenses. 81 all res instead of, what was I at? 78? 76? 78. I was at 78. Now I'm at 81. Plus some extra deeps. So let's fight this fat boy. Come on, fat boy. Let's just pause right here. Hope I survive it. Good lordy. I think I'm right in the middle of his circle,
Psycho
so I have to dash out.
Hit me harder, omniphobia daddy.
Yeah. Let's fucking go. He's really whacking me off, isn't he? I'm trying to hold still so I can keep my grasping vines, but he is just... Oh, I'm hindered. He's whacking me off. Alright, we need more monsters to kill you. We're going to be here for quite a while if I don't get more monsters to hit me.
Psycho Jellyfish said, wait, that's Kosi's, not Omni.
I don't even know their names. It's Fat Bo... Oh, can you hit me? Nope, he doesn't hit me. Fuck you, hit me! Oh, we got a shrine over here. I better not be the can't... Nope, Ice Nova... I can't click on the other Shock Nova and Ice Novas. Look at him throwing his little temper tantrum. Throwing his little temper tantrum as if he can hurt me. Well, he can hurt me if I move. Okay, well, we gotta spawn more monsters in order to kill this guy. Here we go. Hit me up here. Right next to him. Follow me down this way. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Down, down, down. There we go. There we go. Come on, Hotness Everdeen. Hit me harder, hit me faster. There we go. Small cluster jewel. What are you? Are you special? Kineticism. Sounds like it's dog shit cheap. Yes, it is.
Psycho Jellyfish said Sniper's Mark is prob better.
Sniper's Mark. Oh, a sniper. Oh, yeah, maybe. It'll definitely be better for chaos. But I don't think it'll be better for damage. So I'm pretty sure with that mark, it's 100% crit chance, which is really nice. But you're probably correct. I probably ought to try it. It'll definitely be more cancerous. I'll do another 100% delirious after this. And maybe wrap all three of them up into one video.
Psycho Jellyfish said we do like cancer here.
It makes them fork, right? Projectiles hit, fork, and then will they return to me? I'm not sure if they'll return to me or not. I mean, this is such a good node. For 2 points. For 2 points, you get all this
Psycho
benefit.
Jellyfish said extra projays after hitting a cursed enemy.
I mean, this is boring, but I'm gonna kill this one dude off.
Psycho Jellyfish said they should come back after.
Yeah, it's probably better. Actually, I should just teleport out and go grab it and see what it's like. Not that I need more projectiles. It's kind of fucking nutty. Kind of fucking nutty. But let's buy a Sniper's Mark. Purchase. Sniper's Mark. And we're gonna have to recolor this? God damn it. Okay. Ball lightnings. We need 2 blue and a green. I'm not even using a fucking guard skill. I don't
Psycho
even
Jellyfish said now I understand why your videos last 30 plus minutes.
Fuck yeah. I don't do any editing. I just pop in and I just have a good time. Is there a 2 blue and a green? Is that available? 2 blue, 1 green. Oh my god, did you see what just fucking happened? Do I need inspiration? Nah, I ain't even gonna fuck with it. I like it. Ball lightning. Assassin Mark. And, I don't even know what. Let me read Assassin Mark. Cursed enemies take 10% increased damage from projectile hits. Projectiles which hit cursed enemies split towards 2 additional enemies. So let us... Shit, it would have been better to do 2 green. Oh well. Let's just
Psycho Jellyfish said will the bot be hard in the video? Psycho Jellyfish said heard.
Yeah, the bot will be heard in the video. All of my audio on my desktop will be heard in the video. Every dumb, retarded thing you have said so far will be in the video. There's no way for me to tell if this Sniper's Mark is legit, if it's good, if it's working. Because god damn, look at that. I should put Katy Perry's Firework in this. Follow me around. Let's find more enemies.
Psycho Jellyfish said hello people from YT that don't hang on the stria, you should come here sometimes.
Shit. Ain't no one gonna come here. This is the loser's den. I can't really tell if they're forking or not. It's so hard to see. I mean, this game has perfect visual clarity at all times, but it is kind of hard to see whether or not my project... I guess they have to fork towards something, don't they? You can't fork towards the same enemy.
Psycho Jellyfish said losers,
damn.
like all your viewers.
All of my viewers are losers. Every one of them. And the only reason I know that for a fact is because I am a loser. And if people are watching a loser, that makes them losers. So we are a gaggle of losers. Pretty sure... Whoa! Damage over time. I shouldn't have moved. See, I was going to go the whole thing without dying. But every time I see something I want to pick up, I just got to get it. I can't wait. Waiting for stuff is for suckers. 15 simulacrum splinters? I needed that in my life. Could have waited a few seconds and grabbed it, but instead, no, I had to move. Alright, I want to do a level 100, but I probably ought to finish the map first. You know what? I don't need to finish the map. That's what a pussy would say. And I ain't no pusillanimous man here. There's 0% pusillanimous from me. 100%. And I got. I knew I'd get got. But I just had to see it. Just had to see that get got. I really do wish there was a way to find out how you get got when you get got. So to say, like, you received a critical hit, which killed you. Or you took 1 billion damage over time on the ground, and that's what killed you. There's no way to know what get you got. Because if...
Psycho Jellyfish said that will never happen.
Yeah, because if I can find out why I get got, like, that could very well just be crits. And then if I were to put on a... Oh, that fucking spider is the dude. Oh my god, that fucking button. This button, why does it exist? Surely I'm not the only one who accidentally clicks this button and waits 45 fucking seconds for load times. Wait, if I die, does my buff go away?
Psycho Jellyfish said auras.
Oh, I didn't have my auras on? Okay, good. The buffs don't go away. That's good to know. Okay, well, I need to dash away from this. Well, actually, now that the spider's up there, I could probably go to the bottom section and clear it out. The spider's the only dangerous part, I think. Nope.
Psycho Jellyfish said cast on Death Portal Gamers right here.
Shit, my socket pressure is way too extreme for that. It looks like I did another failure. I'm gonna have to do another 100.
What's good?
What's good, my dude? We're messing around with some 100% delirious and some cast while damage cast on stun. And it looks like this. Cancer. But I think that's pretty fast clear for 100% delirious. I could be delirious.
Psycho Jellyfish said if it was cast on damage taken this would be a good build.
No, because then you got to do too much fucking shenanigans. You don't have to do jack shit in order for this setup. Cast while damage taken is like yesterday's game. It's all about cast while stun. I think it's my last portal, so I don't need to worry about dropping any.
Shoni says, let me get my shades on.
Dude, no doubt. My eyes actually legitimate hurt. They don't hurt as bad as they do when I wear that Shockwave MTX. But my eyes are hurting. I do have a pair of sunglasses usually hanging around. I got some blue blocker sunglasses specifically for gaming because after, 15 hours a day, every day, plus 8 hours of work and looking at the screen, my eyes will start to hurt. So this spider is that 100%. Oh, he got me. So whatever that spider is doing, I'm wondering if it's crit. If it's crit, I can adjust for that with a brass dome. All right, video done.